is it tells us that Konami actually cares about collectors and cares about value. For how many years do we pull a card just to see it go down to $1 because of 8,000 reprints? How many years did we have to go through that same cycle over and over? You pull a brand new card, it's worth $100 from the booster box, the card in the box, and in 2 years guaranteed, that card's going to be $5, $10 because it's been reprinted a million times.
In a world full of Yu-Gi-Oh cards, grading, selling, buying, one card game remains supreme. One man has the insights you need to know. Watch and subscribe now. YugiohTube.
What's up, YouTube? YugiohTube here with some great news. Okay, I am so surprised and so happy that what I am seeing is actually happening in the newest Yu-Gi-Oh card set. So the Yu-Gi-Oh card set Rising Rampage is coming out in just a few days, and we just got breaking news that there are 4 cards that are being printed in a prismatic rarity. And what this is basically is a alternate form of a card in a different rarity, a lot of shine, a lot of rainbow, a lot of patterns, a lot of foil. But the best part about this is they are seeding these cards. The odds of pulling one of these cards is 1 in 2 cases. 50 times more rare than a secret rare card. 1 in 2 cases, or 24 boxes, because there's 12 boxes in a case. And this is phenomenal. I have been waiting and waiting and waiting for news like this, and Konami, you have finally done something right. You have finally done it, and I am so ecstatic. I'm over the moon about this news. Over the moon. And this is coming from someone that doesn't play the game. I don't even know how to play the game right now. But what this tells us, folks, is it tells us that Konami actually cares about collectors and cares about value. For how many years do we pull a card just to see it go down to $1 because of 8,000 reprints? How many years did we have to go through that same cycle over and over? You pull a brand new card, it's worth $100 from the booster box, the card in the box, and in 2 years guaranteed, that card's going to be $5, $10 because it's been reprinted a million times. The great thing about this, folks, a few great things. Let's start with the fact that this card, this prismatic rarity, again, it's only on 4 cards. There's only 4 cards in the set that have this prismatic rarity, which kind of blows. I was actually hoping it would have, like, all the hollows as a prismatic rare, like, as an alternate form, 1 in 2 cases each, which would be insane for anybody trying to even go for a set of this stuff. But let's just start with the fact that first edition boxes only. This rarity is only available in first edition boxes. For once, first edition boxes have meaning in the new stuff. How many times do we see first edition boxes sitting on shelves? How many times do we see 98% of a print run being first edition, and unlimited at the 2% of the print run is actually the rarer card, but nobody really cares? For once, there's a reason to go out to a shop, to go online and go shopping, and actually care that a booster box has first edition on it. This is the first time in years, maybe even decades, to where anybody coming out with a new product, anybody actually cares. Is it first edition or is it unlimited? When's the last time we heard someone ask that question on a new product? Wow. Wow. So they exclusively are in first edition boxes. They're 1 in 2 cases. Exceptionally rare. Ghost rares were 1 per case. So it's double the rarity of a ghost rare. I don't think it looks as good personally, but the rarity and scarcity aspect of it is genius. And you know what else? For those saying, the player saying, I can't afford these cards, it's too expensive, well then just get the cheaper version. You don't need the prismatic version. You could just get the other version of the card, which will be much, much cheaper. So it's a win-win situation here. Konami wins on a multitude of ways. Basically, the collectors get what they want. They get a high rarity chase card in a new product. I cannot believe that I'm using chase card and new product in the same sentence. Collectors have that opportunity. The players have an opportunity to literally just say, okay, well, it's a cool card and everything, but I'm going to stick with the lesser rare, less shiny, less glamorous, less luxury card that does the same exact thing for a tenth of the price. Okay? So you hit both markets. You hit the player market, you hit the collector market, and it's a genius move because now you open a box of new stuff, and half the time you're like, oh, well, the biggest card you can get out of a new box is what, $80 at the most, and that's considered hot, considering a booster box price is what, 65-ish when it comes out. Now you have cards going potentially for $200, $300, $400 because there's now an added rarity, an added chase, an incentive to make me want to buy a box. Because if I buy a box, it's like, well, why even buy a box for $60 when I could get the star card of the set for $80? Now, for the degenerate gamblers out there, because human nature loves a challenge and a chase and a potential. People play the Mega Millions because they say, what if? People scratch off lottery tickets because they say, what if? They go to the casino and play slots because they say, what if? When most of the time they probably will lose. Statistically, they will lose most of the time, and they'll lose the majority of their money. But the chase is what people love and what they go towards. So now you add a chase factor, okay? Now you add a value factor, because it's hard to imagine these cards will significantly drop. Now, here's my prediction of these cards. They'll be hot out of the gate, super expensive. They'll definitely plummet and cool down, probably a 20-30% decrease over the next month, month and a half. And then slowly but surely, these cards have potential to keep moving up. And you know what Konami said in their video when they announced this? If you haven't seen it, go see it. Konami said, the first thing we're going to do with these cards, if we pull one of these cards, we're going to post it on social media, #Yugioh. We're going to put it into a sleeve and protect it. What is that telling you? That is telling you that Konami knows exactly what they are doing. They are saying we are going to add these much, much, much tougher to pull cards. They're going to be extremely rare. They're going to be extremely valuable. They're going to hit the collector market. They're going to add value to our current product, something we haven't done in a decade. We have not added extra value in a long, long time. And now collectors and players can open a box saying, well, at least I have a chance at something worth a whole lot of money here. Something very rare and scarce that a lot of people will want. And even if the card stinks, there's no meta relevance to the card. The fact that it's 1 in 2 cases will keep people interested, intrigued, and buying. Because the scarcity is what makes things flow. Scarcity is what keeps prices high. Scarcity is what sells products. Scarcity is what keeps a chase going and going. And as a card company, you need it. We saw it with Pokemon, with hyper rares, with the Charizard and all that stuff. We've seen it, right? This is much, much needed. For so long, it's just been the same watered-down, diluted crap that we've seen for years and years and years. There's no added value. Now, what if Konami one day says, we're going to add a prismatic rare red eyes, and it's going to be 1 in 3 cases, 1 in 4 cases, randomly inserted, just for collector nostalgic value. All of a sudden, you're getting people that don't even know how to play the game, like myself, intrigued. That makes me go, huh, pretty cool card, pretty rare card, new card, which I don't like. You never invest in new stuff, but all of a sudden now, at least we have scarcity. And if Konami, which I don't even know, I don't know if they're going to do this or not, but if they short print the first edition boxes, the rest of the way, if they continue to do this, it's going to create a lot of demand, a lot of hype behind the product. Because all of a sudden, if people can't get first edition boxes, they're going to say, holy crap, I can't have the potential to pull that super expensive card anymore. Holy crap, I can't do it. And you know what else? Konami now is funneling money from different ways. Revenue streams from first edition booster boxes. They'll probably come out with a special edition box. The special edition box will be unlimited. It won't have that potential, but you'll get an extra additional special card, whatever it might be. So now all of a sudden you're catering and hitting a lot of different markets. You're adding revenue streams from a lot of different areas, and you're giving folks a reason to buy booster boxes. The new product has stunk for so long in terms of value. Reprints galore, but you'll never be able to reprint the scarcity of something in 1 and 2 cases. Konami, you have hit a home run with this product, and you will reap the rewards, because right now, as I make this video, I'm going to take a look, see what some boxes are going for, perhaps even think about buying a case or 2 or 3. If I hear first edition is going to be short printed, that's even more of a reason. And again, speculative buy. Of course, I can't guarantee these things are going to go up, but I can guarantee at least finally, for once, there's a reason to be excited about new product. I haven't bought new product in, oh God, in years and years, but now, finally, I get a reason. What makes tournament packs so good? What makes tournament packs so great? The fact that ultra rares were 1 in over 100 packs. The fact that super rares were 1 in a box. And people say, well, you know, they stink. They've been reprinted so many times, these super and ultra rares. But guess what? Did it hurt the value? Did tournament pack supers and ultras get hurt from 1,000 more reprints? Absolutely not. It's rarity that drives intrigue, that drives the chase. Tournament packs stink. I could get any Royal Decree, I could get any Morphing Jar I want, but everybody wants that rare tournament pack insert because it's just so rare. And finally, Konami has added a rarity aspect to the new stuff. And finally, it should hold its value over the long run because it's first edition only. That's even better. And lastly, it probably is the rarest pull ratio that Konami has ever produced. 1 in 2 cases has never been seen before. 1 in 24 boxes. 1 in over close to 300 packs. We have never seen that before. It's actually 24 packs times 12, almost 500 packs. 1 in 500 packs. Folks, that's 5 times the rarity of an ultra rare from a tournament pack, folks. That's 2 times the rarity of a ghost rare. This is great. Thank you, Konami. Thank you. And until next time, YugiohTube, thumbs up, signing out.